Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. What a Raw Ring Report we got for you coming up. You see on the title, who is that mystery man and where did the mystery man come from? We'll talk about it coming up. But we get things here. The John Cena last time is now tournament semifinal start. Gunther, the ring general, takes on Solo Sikoa in the last time is now tournament. Which one of these two men will advance going towards SmackDown? We'll see coming up as well. We'll see between Gunther and Solo Sikoa. They're going to be a real tough fight. We'll talk about it coming up. Well as Solo's brother, Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, takes on LA Knight. Will collide in the semifinals. Which one of these two men? It's kind of opposite, but hey, we get it. They want to change it up. Be the faces versus the faces, the heels versus the heels. But one of these two men will head to meet either Gunther or Solo coming up. Speaking of tag team championships, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee will defend the world tag team titles against the former champions New Day. Will New Day recover? We'll see coming up as well. And two, Liv Morgan returns. Liv Morgan has something in store for her group, the Judgment Day. What does Liv Morgan got to say to the Judgment Day? We'll get to it right here, right now, here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown, the Raw Ring Report. I'm so used to saying SmackDown, but it's Raw. Raw is Monday Night Ring Report. So you see right here the ring reporting behind me in the background. Thanks for watching this edition of the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get started with the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We get things started with what did we get things started with? We had a segment between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Iyo Sky. All these four women were part of Survivor Series War Games. Don't forget the Survivor Series War Games. Predict the outcome as well to review. Good viewing for it. You can always look back and watch it in the archives if you always want to see what went down. But these four women were victorious, along with AJ Lee, who was not in sight. But these four did coexist for one night. We thought Charlotte and Rhea was gonna explode, but that didn't happen. Well, we kind of know that both teams have their sights set on the Kabuki Warriors. They want to be tag team champions, and they was being respectfully about it, but neither of them felt like the other one didn't deserve it. Well, we kind of saw them beat down the Kabuki Warriors in that War Games match. Now we could probably see them perhaps propose a match. They really proposed the match that her and Iyo take on Charlotte and Alexa in the main event. Well, they agreed. They agreed to the terms. There was no number one contenders match, which would have been make more sense. But I guess they wanted to dilute that and keep everybody guessing and stuff. Like we're going to be keeping guessing on what's going down and stuff. So, like we said, that was the first semi night. A tag team match was set up between the two women tag teams and stuff. Well, we see that general manager Adam Pierce had a visitor waiting his door. It was Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. After what Braun Breaker did this past Sunday at Survivor, this past Saturday, when he pinned world champion CM Punk in the middle of the ring to win for his team for War Games. Well, Paul wanted to know, could they talk about something? And they discussed something a little bit later on. And we'll get to it a little bit later on what that was discussion. Even the general manager had got confronted by Ivory Nile, like she's going to be going against Maxine Dupree, the new Intercontinental Champion. Maxine Dupree, speaking of this, trying to show her inner toughness, her grit, her determination. Maxine Dupree going through the Wellings in the Heart dungeon from Natalia. Natalia trying to toughen up Maxine Dupree for her not being so glamorous and stuff. And now Maxine Dupree really trying to hold her own and stuff. So hey, we kind of see what that's gonna be going on down the road. So we'll keep a close eye on it and see on how this all is gonna play out eventually and stuff. So looking forward to seeing that as well. Well, we go to this right here. The time is now. The last time is now tournament as Baby Jey Uso took on LA Knight. LA Knight looking for a win. Baby Jey Uso looking for which one of these two men will be going for the match. As we see right here, Baby Jey Uso came out there smooth as a cat, cool as a cucumber. Came out there to the crowd like he did at War Games and even stole the show until Brock Lesnar came out there and ruined everyone's plans. Brock did come out there. He didn't come out there, but he did. But we get to back to this. LA Knight and Jay physical matchup right here. Both men want to be next in line for the shot. Wants to advance to win against John Cena. Tough match from both. Jay was showing a lot more offense than LA Knight was showing less, more defense. You know, both men were until at the last minute. LA Knight right here. LA Knight wins. LA Knight advances on. And here's how LA Knight did it with a small crucifix pin. Getting the 1, 2, 3. Jay was kind of botching it a little bit, but Jay didn't realize that he got repent, and Jey Uso lost his opportunity, and Jey Uso wouldn't be going to meet John Cena or going to meet who he was going to meet in the finals. Well, it was going to be a different conclusion. And you see right here, man, Jey Uso upset, frustrated that he didn't win. He was kind of looking all determined, crazy. Like he's going to be. It's the signs of a heel turn. Jey Uso not all there tonight. Jey Uso was trying to keep his composure, keep his cool. But how can you when you kind of look at it? He snapped. He took down everything you can think of. Jey Uso he took down the furniture when you think about it. But as you see right here, L.A. Knight. I want to show you that picture right here. L.A. Knight getting the advantage. LA Knight was you're supposed to show LA Knight. LA Knight advances on over Jay. So Jay Uso's out of the tournament. He said it was kind of crazy. Jay Uso didn't make it into the tournament as well. So you see a lot of people, but we'll talk about a little bit later on between who's going to make it right here, between who's going to be LA Knight's opponent in the last time is now tournament. We'll get to it in a very second, in a minute. Well, we get to this right here. The Kabuki Warriors confronted Kabuki Warriors confronted Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Kabuki Warriors said they wanted Bayley into as a partner of Survivor Series. Bayley said, I didn't want to partner with y'all. And the Kabuki Warriors said we would have won. So they putting the blame on Last Legend and Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. Well, we see that it's kind of the Kabuki Warriors making a lot of enemies with their tag team belts and stuff. So the Kabuki Warriors thought it was unfazed and unchecked. Well, remember we told you earlier in the show that Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker met with General Manager Adam Pearce. General Manager made an announcement that Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker wanted to break, and they broke the announcement that at on January the 1st January, well, the 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix, Braun Breaker is coming for CM Punk in the World Championship. Braun Breaker staking his claim that he wants to be the number one man on Raw. He has to be CM Punk to do so. So Braun Breaker will get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship after pinning CM Punk at Survivor Series. We'll see if Braun Breaker is going to live out his dream, becoming champion. I think it's way too soon for him to become champion all alone. I think if they do it, you know, who he's gonna wrestle Punk again in the Royal Rumble, like a rematch or something. So you gotta think about all those variables and stuff, conclusions and stuff like that when you think about it. But Ron Breaker even did a promo saying that CM Punk told him about keeping up, saying you can keep up with me, kid. And now Braun Breaker doesn't care. Braun Breaker wants to be the world champion. That's his sight set on. He wants to be world champion. You better not. You better know what he's doing because you can be cocky and arrogant, and don't know you're ready or not. But hey, that be the case. Braun. Speaking of Braun's teammate Logan Paul looks like he's trying to challenge Rey Mysterio to a match. Rey Mysterio told him bring it. So Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio are gonna have a feud once again. I thought the feud was over with between everybody. so so let's see how that's gonna go down. Well, speaking of that, we get to the last Now It's Time tournament, the last semifinals between Solo Sikoa versus Gunther. Solo Sikoa tried his effort to take down Gunther. Solo tried even brought his family members out there. Wasn't enough. Gunther found the way and pinned Solo Sikoa. Get the 1, 2, 3, and Gunther, as indeed advertised, will be going against LA Knight this Friday on SmackDown. So we'll have that for the SmackDown Ring Point. The finals of the last time is now tournament. LA Knight versus Gunther. Which one of these two men will meet John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event in his last match? So we'll see with Gunther victorious in his win on Saturday Night's Main Event on Raw tonight, getting himself ready for LA Knight. LA Knight told him, I'm ready for you. Just bring it. So LA Knight and Gunther will meet. We'll see them meeting this Friday on SmackDown. Don't forget, we'll have full coverage this Friday on SmackDown for the SmackDown report on what's going down between LA Knight and Gunther. So look forward to seeing that as well. Well, we get to this right here. Liv Morgan, well, the Judgment Day, I meant to say the Judgment Day. Jerry Dom Mysterio carrying the gold once again, the Intercontinental gold, defeating John Cena. Jerry Dom with his group mates till Liv Morgan came out there. Liv Morgan came out there. They welcomed her back into the fray. Liv Morgan wanted to get back down to business. Liv Morgan told each Judgment Day member that they don't have no goal except Dominic. They're going to change that soon, and Liv saying they're going to start with them winning back gold again. So Liv Morgan trying to motivate them to get some gold bad. You see, with the Judgment Day, with Liv Morgan send the standard and send the curriculum that they need to have some more gold back into the stadium once again. So we'll see. Speaking of Liv was kind of eyeing the Women's World Championship. But we could see Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vicure for the Women's World Championship. That Liv said she didn't lose her belt. So Liv Morgan could get back into the title hunt once again. We'll see. Speaking of tag team titles, the New Day went against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee becoming fighting tag team champions. Defeated the New Day. New Day didn't like that one bit, so hey, that's the New Day right there for you and stuff like that. Well, there's more problems with Jey. Jay's walking away. Jey kind of losing it. He's being delusional. It's like they were saying turn or slow signs of Jey turning heel. Now they want to went from Jey being babyface now being a heel. So Jey saying he's gonna do like his cousin Roman, saying he's looking out for himself rather than looking out for others. That's what he firmly believes. Jey wants to do that, and Jey wants to focus on that. So we'll see what's going on and stuff like that. But we're gonna keep a close eye on Jey Uso on that. Well, speaking of the tag team champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, and he wants some more competition. General Manager Adam Peace said he's gonna give him more competition. Give him someone who deserve it. Next week we'll see that former tag team champions, the War Raiders. We'll get a shot at the tag team championship. We'll see that match coming up as well next week. So look forward to seeing that. Well, we told you earlier we was gonna get to the main event between Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Match did happen. It was just a twist and turns throughout until everybody came out. But at the end, the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez came out there and attacked everyone in sight and left everybody out. And Liv Morgan was coming along with them. So I guess we look like the women Judgment Day. They want some gold. They want the tag team gold, and they want the world gold. So we could see the win. But that trying to get back that championships one by one. This is what it looks like it's giving me that type of energy. So that energy is coming back. The Liv Morgan making a statement throughout the whole entire night that the Judgment Day will be stronger once again with some gold around their waist. So we'll see if Liv Morgan can fulfill her promise, fulfill her fantasy to get back to the Judgment Day, back to once his glory, stuff like that. So we'll see. All right. That ends the Raw Ring report right here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we want to talk about this right here. A matter that happened. Naomi revealed that her and Big Jim are having a boy. And congratulations, we said once again by Naomi saying right here, it's a boy. We decided to cancel our general reveal due to me dealing with complications. The baby are stable, but taking it one day at a time. Thank you for all the birthday love, wishes, and support and prayers. So Naomi um announcing that she's gonna have a boy. So we'll have another oos coming around the mountain. Speaking of more baby news right here, fellow commentator Pat McAfee announced that him and his wife are expecting their second child. So Pat McAfee's trying to grow his expanding family. So congratulations in order for Pat McAfee on doing so. So everybody having babies and stuff. That's good. Good, good. Well, in more news right here, Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart appeared at WrestleCade, but the WrestleCade officials are saying that someone stole Jimmy Hart's megaphone, his famous megaphone that he would use to come to the ring. Why would folks steal a megaphone, knowing it's not yours? And then they saying they don't hear from him. All Jimmy Hart wants is his megaphone. He don't want to press no charges, but they saying they don't hear from him. They're gonna move forward and press charges. So how stupid can you be when you stealing someone's possession, stuff like that? I know that happens, but at the same time, that's a wrestling possession. That's why you have to be careful and stuff when it comes to possession. So hey, Jimmy Hart, hopefully he finds his megaphone. But speaking of that, Ricochet is taking a tick jab at Carmelo Hayes and saying that he got 15 more in 15 more years, he'll be main event WrestleMania. Go get him. I think Carmelo, 15 more years, he's what, 30? So he'll be 55 years old. Wrestle headline of WrestleMania. No, he'll be 50, yeah. He's 30, so that's he'll be 45. Dude, what are you talking about? Why is you Ricochet just going out there? Jim Cornette and everybody else going after him. He wants to go after everybody else. So, well, we was telling you about the Masked Man, but we still haven't known who the Masked Man. They still was trying to put there was Seth Rollins in attendance, but Seth Rollins didn't really have nothing to do that night. But everybody still points to Austin Theory. So Austin Theory got some explaining to do, but I mean, he hadn't been revealed yet. And Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker and the rest of them division saying they don't have a clue who he is. But the general manager tried to get the referee to be all ears and all eyes on the situation, but couldn't find nothing. But like we said, this is a developing story. So they're gonna really craft this to a point like we don't give you the reveal yet until you don't least suspect it. So we'll see how that's gonna go down eventually. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. All right, we're gonna leave you here on the Raw Ring Report with Liv Morgan making a statement along her Judgment Day stablemates, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. They want some gold and they want some gold real bad. The Women Judgment Day, along with the Men Judgment Day, trying to get back into the tag team hunt. Thanks for watching the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon, and so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report. But then, y'all have a great night, and we'll see you later.